stay tuned for more, just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried, everything's you feel the right place. Right this way, you know you try. Doing some nuts, a little taste by the light. It's great, we'll on your side. Don't like say that I was right. Really like to play.
Today, we got another unbox. Got a package in from Rlaarlo. It's not what everybody's gonna think it is. But we'll open her up first and see what we got. Oh, so this is an unboxing of the Rlaarlo AM-X12 Brushless Roller Kit. We attempted to get the X2, the new one, the X2S, but when we went to do it, they were out of stock. So this was available. It was a great sale, and it's probably still on now. I did contact Rlaarlo and asked them about availability of the X12S, so they're probably back available again, and maybe we'll get one, maybe we won't. It all depends on funding and if they're available again when we do have it. So, but for now, we're gonna try this roller because for $80, you can't beat this deal. It's basically the AM-X12, which is a $300 kit, which is the predecessor of the X12S. This is more the WL style. You know, like your 124017 or something like that. So pretty cool. Oh, isn't that a beaut? Isn't that a beaut? So pretty exciting because you know how our tracks are pretty much designed for the 112s, LC in mind and all that. So it's gonna be great to see this against the LC. There's not much in there. We got a wing, we got some pinions, and some body mounts. So, check that out. Ooh, that's nice. And of course our manual. So, it's pretty good. That's the unboxing portion. We'll get it on the bench because there's a little better light over there. And we'll take a look at the inside of this and compare it to some of our other 112 rigs. Get that tail on. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I decided to take it to the bench to finish up the unbox, and we're gonna move on and talk about some other stuff too while we're at it. We're gonna look at the instructions. So that's where she looks. She's looking good. The packaging is awesome. I'm pretty impressed with it, and the extras are good. So we'll get the wing on in a minute. We're just looking at it. It shows you this now. It looks like this is the whole AM2, so, or the AM12 with you know, all the instructions for building it and all that good jazz. Now we had intended on getting the X12S, the new one that came out. When we went to go buy it, it was about a week after they had come out. We had, they were all out of stock already. So you're talking a week, and the demand was so high on them X12S's that it was nuts. Now, when I had first looked at them, when they first come out, I always look at this because this is a chassis I wanted for a while, the price range and all that. And they had it on sale for $89. I've never seen it that cheap. I kind of figured it was dual purpose. Primary purpose is they ran out of the X12. They underestimated the demand on the new 112s. For those who don't know about, we're here, my backyard track is designed for 112, so that's kind of my thing. I got everything from LCs and whatnot. So now I want to deep dive into and look at what's so special about these Rlaarlos. So we've had Rlaarlos before, the 114s, which is where these come from. And then this is the 112, which is kind of their high-end model. You see that what a nice job they do on their motor mounts, and this does have a slipper clutch, very similar to the ones we got on our custom 12, the one that we made. The carbon fiber is awesome. You can see there the carbon fiber. You can actually see the splits. Now, carbon fiber on the ones you see on Ollie all the time, you don't see those lines, so they're probably not true carbon fiber, which is what might make them a little more brittle. I'm just going to gab while I'm putting this together, so I hope you guys don't mind. You can kind of watch me finish up the basic parts while we're talking. And in the end, we'll go over and compare once I get this together and we talk about all the different things on it. You'll see that this is a standard pan, carbon fiber base. Everything comes with it, minus your servo and your electronics. And for $89, I'll be honest, I can't build one that cheap, even buying parts, even WL parts, not only these parts, but you know, the cheaper WL style. So you get what you pay for is what I'm trying to say. Just like LC kits would be, you know, you're talking $300 for a decent LC kit, whether it's the EMB, you know, or the LC12. Why is this not going? Huh. I've always liked the Rlaarlo wing out of all these smaller pan cars. I'm really digging that motor mount. Oh, that's a huge deal to me, because motor mounts, you can tell the quality of these 112s by the motor mount itself. You look at your, like here's a standard LC motor mount. It's clean. It's an aftermarket. This is a Gem RC, which this has got a slipper clutch and the standard carbon fiber. We'll look at that a little closer later. But it's a single piece, you know, it's not adjustable. It's just not, the quality's not there. Now, one thing I did notice is the red are two different colors. I don't mind that too much. That's probably just changing manufacturer for anodization or whatnot. That's minor. For the price, you'd think maybe they'd be right on, but that's okay too. I mean, you can't expect everything to be perfect, especially anodization. Anybody knows anything about that, you'll see that anodizations. Oh, no wonder it didn't work. So also they use hex rather than Phillips. Hopefully this is the right one. Yeah, I was wondering, I'm like, why is this not spinning? Why is it not spinning? Look at the hex head. I just, you know, that's just me. So that's a plus. Hex, just like the LC, the WLs are all screw heads. My intention with this, we're going to be putting in the system that we pulled out of our LC12B, which is I'll show you in a second once I get these started or in. I know this is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't want to have to take, this is a design flaw, which hopefully they took care of with next gen of these, because you can't get to that without taking that top off. I'm going to have to mangle it and get it in there. It's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Overall, this is a great product. Now, I did reach out to Rlaarlo to see about getting an evaluation of the 12S or see if they're coming back in. They might even be for sale again. But considering, I mean, I'm not looking to keep it at this point. There's enough videos out there where if it takes me another 6 months to get it, but if they raise the price, you know how cheap we are. Is what it is. So hopefully you guys dig what I'm doing. And anyways, so what I was saying about the motor and electronics we are going to use, I got in a this is probably the best servo for this class in my opinion. It's the PDI 1118 MG. It's a JX. I really like it, metal servo. So, and this is a WL style or Rlaarlo style. It'll fit right in there. So I'm not sure this video we're going to be doing that because I got to get in the comparison. But you can see where we're going next. So I will have a video dedicated to this car for the build up and whatnot. We're just putting the basics on so you get a better idea. But we're going to be using this Rocket 2845. Now we know we can get that 35 miles an hour with our LC, so it'd be a good comparison. So hopefully I can get these guys in there. You see how it's just a bad placement. And I'm not going to take all the whole chassis apart just for that. When I do the rebuild, you guys can come back and or if you come back, you can see the inner workings. I'll take this center mount off, but it's no different than the other ones. So that's about where we'll stay that. I'll do some close-up shots, and we'll have the motor in there like that, and we'll use the same ESC, that 60 amp, just to start with, and then we'll decide where we're going to go forever. But I'm pretty excited because this is a much better carbon fiber than I was expected, and they come with the sway bars, which you don't get with WLs, and I dig the shape. Now, one cool thing about this I want to talk about, you notice this body style. To me, it's like, okay, this is where the Gorham or Grom or whatever, the Arma, that's kind of where they got their inspiration from, in my opinion. And the X12S appears to be in the same lines. Like, I don't know if these are compatible. Yeah, see, this is a WL124008, which come out about a year ago. It was their 112, so we'll start talking 112. So you got this. This is the 124008, which is more your HBX style. So it's not a pan like this car, but the body is pretty similar. And I believe the X12S uses the same body, just different paint scheme. So they're all interchangeable. So, and that seems to be where all these guys seem kind of came together. But the X12S, from what it looks like, again, I don't have one, so I can't say for sure. It looks like they took some of the aspects of the Grom with the front nose and all the extra pieces, the extra plastics, and made it like that, but they still maintain this look and feel. So, but let's talk about 112s in general. So what we have here, this is a 112 truggy, or a 114 truggy, which is a 112. You can see they're the same length. Same length. Now this is carbon fiber as well, but it's not the same. This carbon fiber is it looks better. You look on the edges, you can see, like, if you, I don't know if you can see that, but there you can see the perforations in the there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ply. A lot of these cheaper ones, they're not. I use metal on this, so I can't compare directly unless I find some, but that's okay. What I want to talk about is progression. So these ones have a rear diff, and they both have slipper clutch. The standard WL, which is about $100, same price as getting an $89 roller. They use a standard diff. Let me see if I can get a hold of one so you can take a look. I'll be right back. Alright, I got some of my WL parts out. So this is your standard WL 124008, but it's not much different than all your 124017s, all the ones that are more of these pan styles. See that this was turned into a slipper clutch on this Armoro, which I'm really impressed with in general. Let me see if I got some slipper clutches to show you. Yeah, I do. So we got some slipper clutches to show you the differences. So this is an LC slipper clutch, and this is an aftermarket WL, which is pretty close to what this is. Once we tear it apart, you can come back, we'll see if they're a lot different. But you get the idea. And like, here's an LC motor mount, much similar to your Rlaarlo. So overall quality on the Rlaarlo is, you get what you pay for. WL isn't the same quality. For example, those that are familiar with my channel, I started with these, and this is kind of the pan cars are what I'm into, and this one was my first attempt at making a pan car. So what I did was I took a WL base, which is the same size as these Rlaarlos, and I put LC innards in it and LC mounts, and then WL diffs with a nice system, and it works great. And then from there, from one of the alley manufacturers, it makes probably the best WL parts and LC. I made this out of all their parts, so there's no real WL parts out there. And then all of it is because of this car. So in my opinion, this is where it all started. Got your center diff rather than the rear diff. This is a, you know, $200-300 kit. This is the LC, but mechanics are all there. All the functions the same. Well, this is no different than, you take your 114 Rlaarlo, and this is a brushed, and you see there, see that monkey metal motor mount? That's the quality difference. When you get to the 112, the racer competition class, those are the differences. The sway bars, there's no sway bars. You know, now Rlaarlo in general, you know, it handles different than a WL. It's similar. And the nice thing of all these cars, you got to keep in mind, you know, when you're looking at this stuff. Again, this is like a buyer's guide, so you guys kind of get an idea. Any of these 112s or 114s. So when you're looking at it, you get what you pay for. This car, in my opinion, especially at the $89 price point, it's maybe second guess my original intent, which was making these as kits. I can get these and sell them as kits and make a margin that would make it worth my time for around $100, and that's a kit. And it's not, until I run it, I won't be for sure, but I have a feeling this car might be a little bit better. Not that this one's bad, because it's one of my favorites, but I don't know, I'm rambling. There's a lot of stuff, information I'm throwing at you guys, but I kind of wanted to show you a little bit difference. So when you're buying your 112s, you got, basically the way I look at it is, you got a couple questions. One, how much you want to pay. You want to pay $100, WL is where you go. You want something that's a little more competitive, something that's more LC style. Rlaarlo, I recommend. It's going to be a better car. You're going to enjoy it more. You're going to have more to it. I can't say anything about the 12S yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be in the same grain. Now, keep in mind the 12S retail price is lower than the AM-12 X12. Because AM-X12 might be a better car. I don't know what kind of chassis is on there yet. I mean, I've only seen videos. Until I touch it, I don't want to say nothing. So, but overall, I can't say anything bad about Rlaarlo as a whole. The company, what they've done, they took it to another direction. They expanded on it. Plus, they're providing something that I can't even make. So, at this price point, it just doesn't make sense to even try and build one. You can get this, and you're getting better sides. You're getting better mounts. Overall, plastics are better in general. I'm not sure about the tires. I really like these knobbies on my track, but these are the same as your. These are very similar to the WL 144001s, you know, in that class. 112s, you can also go the HBX Go style, which is more like the WL 124007 and 008, or the 124010 and 008. That's with the honeycomb and the plastic, more of a basher style. So I guess you gotta look at what you're gonna use it for. This is a great car. I recommend if you're looking for a 112, take a look at the Rlaarlos. If you want, in my opinion, here's another thing to think about. So you look at 112 versus 114. Here's your 114 Rlaarlo, and you look at the size difference. But the mechanics, everything else minus the pan itself is the same. You know, all of the mechanics are all pretty much identical and all that. But what makes this a 112 versus 114 is not just size. Because, for example, the EMBT uses this chassis with a rear diff cup. So basically, this is an EMBT if you put fatter tires and had this style or truggy body. So keep that in mind. You know, it's not, you can get a 114 that's still a 112, and 114s are pretty similar cars. It's more like difference between a Outcast and a Grom or a Typhon, you know, something like that. So anyways, I think I've rambled enough. You guys kind of get the idea. I'm really happy we got this AM-X12, and keep your eye out. We're going to be getting it on the track, and we'll have a build video of it, and then we'll test some batteries out and test this on the track and compare it on the track to what we have, which we should be able to get a good benchmark. Again, I hope I get my hands on the X12S. If I don't, that's what it is. I've got my feelers out to them, so cross your fingers. Hopefully we can work out something. Or I'm just worried about getting the sale price. So anyways, so I'll see you when I see you guys, and I'll get this buttoned up and we'll start the next video. And I don't know, I really dig this car. I'm really happy we got it. So cool. Nice close-up look. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you guys. Have a wonderful holiday and a great new year. 2025 is going to be our year. Got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm pretty excited. And Rlaarlo's pretty awesome. Can't wait to get her on a track. Be nice to race the two, or even these two. So we'll have some head-to-heads and we'll do some real comparisons. Anyways, like, subscribe, guys, and appreciate all of you, and check out all the guys, and have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
Stay tuned for more, just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried. Everything to fill the right place. I just wait, you know you try. Going some nuts, a little tater by the light. It's great, we're on your side. Don't like say that was right. Really like to play. Right place was Canton 7, winning mile on Kim Members. Right place, sucker, had a 2 Spanders in.